Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden football.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Memphis Hounds and the Carolina Panthers. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. Almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw we'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Fine time to his left. And nearly an interception here in their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Here are your defensive starters for the Panthers. Well, they played really well in the win last week over the Redskins.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple.
Really don't want to run the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my God.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of it.
Let's see here. That's not how I've been winning games. So, I'm going to put in Dobbs. So, I hope this works.
Aye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Yeah, we're not fine.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Dobbs is throwing, being chased out left. He may try to run for this.
God,
A
I was so
surprising move
close.
to go for it.
I was
Predictably,
so
somewhat
close.
predictably, it doesn't pay off. And
If
it'll
I
be a
could have took that the
turnover
other
on
way, I would have been
downs.
gone.
And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this
Alright,
stage in
Dom,
the game. But do you
let's
think
go.
social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach
go,
is trending
Vince,
right
yeah.
now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the "Be Aggressive" chant behind him, and he listened to it.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And that is incomplete.
All right. Way to hold him, defense. Way to hold him, baby.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat
how
on
it's
that
done
one. When you
right
throw it
there.
to the outside, you do have to be careful
Come on,
because you got to keep it
see.
away from the defender. But you also have to
Man,
give your own guy a
defense,
chance, too.
I haven't been able to block a field goal on this game. There's another one.
And this one will not get there. It's off to
Hey!
the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Charles,
All
54
right.
yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length,
Here you go.
because he has plenty of
I'm gonna
length for
show you
that.
what Dom
But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my
I'm gonna
wedge.
send that
You know, when you
blitz.
chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's going to be taken down
Wow.
right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
I had. Okay, now they're mentioning on the side. Yeah.
To throw again on second down. Dobbs. And an alley to run. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. On fourth down, Dobbs steps away to his left.
I got
And
that.
he has the first
I
down
got
yardage
that.
before they bring him
Let's
down
go,
right
let's
at
go.
the 45. Taking matters
Man,
into
these
his own
guys
hands,
are
and he
not,
picks up
like,
4
letting
yards and
you-
a first down.
Get chunks and chunks and yards.
Dobbs looking to
And
throw
every
on
other
first
thing.
down. Dancing to his left.
There we go.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I should have threw the ball though.
Looking to throw
Oh,
again
look
on
at that.
second
Look
down.
at this.
Dobbs.
Oh,
And that's going to
no.
be incomplete. Good effort
I
there,
hate
trying to
Dobbs.
take a
He's
shot,
shot.
but it's third down.
He's
That
sad.
certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this
Third
one.
down,
Take
Dobbs
the big
is
shot
running,
right out of
man.
the gate. At worst,
Mhm.
you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them
Oh
up.
He's
my
going to have to eat this
God.
one as down he goes.
He knew. Boy, he knew.
You never want to give up a sack.
I'm
From the
not-
O-line's
no.
perspective, they hate it for several reasons,
No, no,
especially because
no,
they felt
no,
like they
no.
let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have
No.
a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep
Oh,
that guy clean.
God.
They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult.
Are you kidding me? Why did you come off your block?
Lynch, and the Panthers will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it,
Oh,
probably the
my
right
God.
call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot
This
to
is
gain from the punt
bullcrap.
there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the
Damn.
longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick,
Damn.
right? Which
You
means
ain't going
it's got
nowhere.
a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
No.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football.
That was a
As
whole
they
lot
get
of
it,
nothing.
Second down and 12.
Oh, you don't know where I'm going.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Wide open receiver. receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
No.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
No!
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they didn't get him down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. And that play got bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
No!
He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton.
No!
Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Work defensively brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far in the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held it to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaq tops it, making his presence felt on the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Dobbs. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
Got it! Oh, my God!
A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Yeah! That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out.
That's okay.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right out.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should be, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Dobbs. And he can't get rid of it.
I had somebody wide open. He was sitting there looking at it. He was wide open.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. It's caught by Mike Evans.
Come on, Mike.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Mike Evans coming up strong.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
He jumps out down.
Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
23 yards the pickup there. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards, and the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Dobbs. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Dobbs.
Oh my God! Why did you not run?
He goes down.
Why did you not run?
K1 short picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is
and this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before break. Dobbs. He wants it all for the end zone. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. So we have reached halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Here we go.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Run behind you.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
Don't say that.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think that they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, man.
We do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Yeah.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the bootleg. Dobbs.
Oh, my God.
Back around the 35-yard line. K1 Short able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Dobbs eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw Dobbs. Can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Yeah, I'm going for it on fourth.
On fourth down, Dobbs.
You had it in your hand!
Complete. Boy, it looked like he had it in your hand. And the Panthers will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Third and long, it's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Nice pass, Tim. Nice pass. Send it come out of it.
How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Are you kidding?
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
Under a heavy rush, down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They
Take
kept
that.
them in it,
Oh,
making the plays that
my
they've made,
God.
and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue
And
for
I don't
them in
like
this
to
game.
say the
This
words in
offense in
here.
desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he finds Howard
Maybe.
complete.
I
He's
don't
able to
know.
get this one all the way past the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. To throw is Dobbs.
Take
One
that.
of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being
What
able
is
to see the
going
play
on?
develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages,
Why
when
should
they
I not
find those
hit you?
levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Got him.
Trying to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's
What's
another
this?
nice job
What's
there
this?
to force an
What's
incompletion.
this?
They've been very cohesive,
He's
knowing
gonna
each
get
other's
to me.
moves.
Rush coming,
That
and
one
he's
had
taken
no
down.
chance. Oh my God.
Well, the so-called little
I'm not
guys putting
putting the
pressure
ball.
on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here we
And
go.
how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I am.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking
Hurry
downfield
up.
for Godwin. And that is incomplete.
Yeah,
but there is
boy.
a flag.
Yeah, boy.
And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Oh my
So they
God.
saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
Yeah, boy.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow
Oh,
down these
that's
skilled
not
receivers.
enough
And
time to
somehow,
throw the ball
some
to the
way,
ball.
they make plays on the football. And sometimes you're there too soon.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
Oh,
And that is
wow.
incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've
Oh,
been
no,
assignment
that-
sound, staying in their lanes,
Oh,
keeping
that-
proper
oh,
leverage, and communicating well, too.
I'm done.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh my
He's gonna
God, why
use his
am I not
legs.
being able to run against this defense?
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Out of the gun, Dobbs.
Got it.
Scott Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
What?
And he's
I was
gonna
hitting
lose
the
yardage here.
button.
As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted,
My God.
but it winds up falling incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long.
Jordan.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the
He's on
safeties
that
have less
end.
ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm
Bruce
not
Arians
losing
takes
this
a
game.
shot there, but his guys come
I'm
up
not
empty.
losing
And
this
the
game.
Panthers will get the football back.
Okay?
So
I
they
want you to
really
know
needed
that.
points
I
here
will
in a
not lose this
two-score
game.
game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that
Get on the
miracle
ground, boy.
does occur. So they
You
can't
ain't
let that
catching
dream go
that.
just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping
I'm
for a
catching
turnover.
that. I
An
don't
incomplete
have.
pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got this one complete to Callaway.
My God.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
My God.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Oh, my God.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
You decide to not play
I think a lot of people might
now.
expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Come on.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And Thomas has it. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. Yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keep hope alive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dobbs. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
I'm going to give him
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Room here to run.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
That is what happened.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Oh, 30 point up, baby. And I'm gonna have a timeout left.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
No! No!
And he's going to get this down to the 35
He should have scored!
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge third down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch. Late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
On the road.
Third down, here's McCaffrey.
Wow, just let him down. Oh my God, just let him down.
Inside the 25.
Let him score.
14 yards, good for a Panther first
Let's
down.
talk on it. Just let it run out, man. I'm done. Good job.
So
Good
this
job.
one is over.
Congratulations, you lost. You
And
suck.
they did it in shutout
freaking
fashion.
suck.
Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
Did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
most games, it wouldn't have been enough.
Man,
Applaud their
Mikey.
defensive mates and say, guys,
You
you really carried us
suck.
today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
Bullcrap, man. Bullcrap. I'm sorry you had to watch that crap. Stupid bull.